Friday the 13th Part 3 is when the franchise hopped onto a popular gimmick at the time, 3D, and boy did they pay the price for it. Then again, this is also the first sequel in which Jason Voorhees would don his iconic mask. That being said, let's take a look at some things you may have not known about Friday the 13th Part 3. Shh, did you hear that? Number 1. The original idea for the sequel was to have Amy Steele reprise her role. This time around, Ginny would be locked up in an insane asylum after the traumatic events from the previous film. Jason would track her down, break into the asylum, and kill anyone that got in his way. Gee, this plot doesn't sound familiar at all. Still, Amy declined the offer to return due to other obligations. Number 2. So, why did they decide to shoot it in 3D? Because it was a money-making gimmick. Number 3. A fake production title of Crystal Japan was used while shooting the film in order to avoid suspicion from film industry labor unions. Number 4. The poster for the film shows Jason stabbing someone through a shower curtain. This obviously never happens in the film. Number 5. Larry Zerner got the role for Shelley after producers found him on the street corner handing out movie flyers. Number 6. There's homages to legendary makeup effects artist Tom Savini in the film. When Tracy Savage's character, Debbie, is lying on the hammock, she gets stabbed through the neck. This is an homage to the infamous Kevin Bacon death scene in the original film. As a matter of fact, they even reused the same method from the first film to achieve the effect. Oh, plus she's reading a Fangoria magazine, with a write-up on who? Yep, you guessed it, Tom Savini. Number 7. 3D was a major pain in the ass for the cast and crew alike. Shooting in 3D was a constant learning process because many people had never used 3D technology before. They even had to go back and reshoot entire scenes. In addition to all of this, the cast had to be careful as to which collars they were wearing. They also found out that you have to light scenes much brighter for it to look right in 3D. It would take the crew hours just to set up the next shot. Number 8. With so much focus being put on the 3D aspect, the actors were asked if they could do certain things to pander to the camera. You know, like juggling or playing with yo-yos. In interviews, the actors have said that the main focus during production was finding cool stuff to do in 3D, rather than focusing on the quality of the film. Number 9. 3D wasn't just a pain in the ass for the cast and crew either. Instead, it cost Paramount a good bit of coin to cash in on the 3D gimmick. It's estimated that Paramount may have spent anywhere from $8 through $10 million just to be able to show the film in theaters. You see, theaters weren't equipped to display 3D films, so Paramount had to send theaters the supplies to do so. They had to send out special screens and lenses just to get the movie shown. In addition to that, they also had to train the projectionists at theaters. If you were having an issue with 3D equipment, you could call up the 24-hour hotline that Paramount had to set up solely for people having issues with 3D equipment. Number 10. The original ending of the film was going to be much darker. Chris would wake up in the canoe, much like Alice from the original film. Then she would row to shore, get out of the canoe, and begin walking towards the cabin. She would hear a noise. Thinking it's Rick, she would begin running towards the cabin. Once she got to the front door, it would suddenly open as Jason comes out and grabs her by the hair. He would then cut her head off with the machete. In the end, they decided this version of the ending was too dark. So, did you learn anything you didn't know? Maybe you know a cool fact about the film we left out. Either way, hit us up in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Until next time, talkers.